bienvenidos. What's good? Hello friends, as you guys can see from the title today, I am updating you guys on my pan that face palette. I have been having so much fun with this project pan this year, every year that I've done it. I am thinking of how to do it next year because I feel like I'm kind of neglecting my singles, so I'm trying to figure out something. I'm going to test something out this month to see how it goes, see how you guys like it. So we are updating you guys on my Natasha Denona Love Glow as well as my MAC one. So if you're interested to hear everything I have to say, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so let's start out with the Natasha Denona Love Glow palette. This is something that I wanted to hit pan on, the Super Glow. So this was brand new when I first brought it in, and it's been working well. I do have it on my cheeks today. I have been enjoying it. It has gotten a little bit more creamy as I've gotten deeper into the pan. A lot easier to pick up and not so hard and dry, which is a good sign. That means that it's still working good. So here's what it's looking now versus what it looked like last month. As you guys can see, I have a really nice dip in here. It's going, but I still have yet to hit pan. I have a feeling next month I may end up hitting pan in this. So far, I've used this a total of 38 times. A total of 38 times since I brought it into this project. Kind of feel like I've used it more, but I guess not. I'm hoping that I tallied this correctly because I have a feeling I've used it more than 38 times, but that's what it's saying. That's where my brain is. So 38 times total I've used this. So yeah. We're going to keep going until we hit pan, and something tells me I might end up hitting pan next month on it because I'm feeling it getting deeper and deeper. So you guys, moment of truth. Dun, 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 dun. This is my MAC Shiny Pretty Thing. I had finished the bronzer already. It's been about 2 months since I finished this bronzer. And last month I only had the edges of the highlighter to finish. And as you guys can see, it is officially done. I was able to finish it completely on here. Obviously, I will clean this up for you guys. I still have the blush. I am going to try to maybe incorporate this blush next year somehow, some way. But I am going to keep this. I can't depot it, so it's going to have to stay in here because of the way that you see that it's in a waffle pan. I can't depot this and put this somewhere else. It's just going to be impossible. It'll crumble up. So I have to leave it in this palette, and then I'll get to it. It's not a big deal to me. It doesn't bother me. This isn't taking up a lot of space. So in total, friends, in total, it took me to use up this whole entire highlighter 198 uses. 198 uses. That's almost 200 uses, you guys. That I would say is about almost 3/4 of a year to finish this highlighter. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, 3/4 of a year. I am very proud of myself. I'm happy that I was able to finish both of these. That was my main goal. The blush I knew was gonna just take a back seat because of the other blush that I'm using. So I am gonna put this away. I'm going to show you a compilation of this palette at the end. So I'm going to put this away. You will see at the end of the video a compilation of where I started and where we ended as of today, you guys. Very proud of myself. You guys were cheering me along. This was actually a challenge for me because both the highlighter and the bronzer were a little bit raised in their imprint. It wasn't flat like the blush is flat. There was no design to it. These two had a design. One had a bow, one had a ribbon. So it was a little bit more product than you would typically get than if it was completely flush. So I'm very proud of myself. And now I can clean that up and put it away until I'm ready to use that blush. Now the blush that I replaced that with is this one. This is my MAC So Natural. As you guys know, I have already bought a replacement for this. This is just one of my favorite blushes ever. Like my top favorite cream blush formula of life. I love it so much. So I am wearing it today. I'm still loving it. I have not used anything else but this every day. And this is what it's looking like. I may have a picture of it from last month, but you guys can see like I am starting to wear down this really good, that I have a feeling that once I get down to the pan around the edges, it's going to go quick. It's going to go quick. I see the edges already around here, the edges around it just getting really, starting to get low on there. Can you see that? See that? It's starting to get low on these. So it's getting there, you guys. It's a beautiful blush. Still, I'm not afraid. I'm not bored. I'm not nothing. It's just, I have had the itch to do other blushes, but for now, it's just okay. It's okay. Only because the weather's changing, but I've been having fun with my lip colors that it's been satisfying that quench of changing my blush. It's still beautiful. Lasts all day. Let me tell you, through work days, through anything, this has lasted all day. So this is still in here and it will continue to be here. What are we going to do now, you guys? What are we going to do? Since this is completely leaving, here's what I've decided to do, because it's already October and I'm trying to test something out. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I have been neglecting my singles, highlighter, blush, and bronzers because I've been doing face palettes now for the last few years. And I don't want to stop doing this project pan. One, you guys love seeing it. Two, I love doing it, but I can't only do face palettes because then the rest of my collection is just getting neglected. So what I'm deciding to do for the rest of this year is a face palette, because there's no point of calling this the pan that face palette if I don't have a face palette in this project pan. So I'm gonna have a face palette, but instead of having two face palettes that I'm working on, I'm gonna have a face palette and some single blush, highlighter, or bronzer in this project pan. I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm trying to make it even so then none of my makeup gets neglected. So I'm trying to find a good balance between that. You guys know I'm always trying to find good balances between my makeup collection so nothing gets neglected. So I'm going to continue to work on this, and I've already chosen the next face palette that I will be using once I hit pan on this one. So I will always have a face palette in this project pan. But I'm replacing the highlighter and bronzer from here to a single. So I'm going to continue to use this blush. So this will be my blush. The highlighter that I've decided to bring in is this one. You guys, I've already told you that I wanted to pan this. So here we are, one of my oldest makeup products. I did a whole video on it, and I'm trying to be conscious about those products so then I can get use out of them. I am wearing this highlighter today. It's looking beautiful. This is the Stila Kitten. This is a single shadow, but I'm using it as a highlighter. I've already started to use it. It was brand new when I brought it in. So going forward, I will be tallying this up. My goal is to completely use this up. I don't see myself having a problem with that so long as I stick to it. So my goal is to finish this up. Will I be able to finish this up by the end of the year? Maybe. It's only 2.6 grams and it's an eyeshadow, so technically I could. So we'll see. We'll see. My goal is to finish this up by December. We will see how far we get, because next month will be my last update. You guys know that in December I take a break. So next month will be my last update for this project pan. So I don't know. But I will still continue to use it to get a lot of use out of it for next year. And then for the bronzer, I'm bringing this one in. This is the Buxom Tahiti bronzer. I feel like the packaging is broken, maybe. The magnet is not as strong anymore, so I do want to use this up. This is where we're at. I have had this in a project pan before where I tried to hit pan, and this is impossible because this is a gelée formula, but I do have a nice dent in there. I don't know if you guys could tell. There is a nice dent in here, and this is the bronzer that I'm wearing in today. Because it is a gelée formula, it looks dark in the pan, but it's not as dark as you would think once you sheer it out. It's really a pretty bronzer. See, it doesn't really show as a serious bronzy bronzer. So my goal is to hit pan on this. I don't know what's down here. Is it a waffle pan? I don't know, but we're going to figure that out. It used to have some sort of like desert-like ripples in here. You guys can see them up here, but it has since worn down here because I've concentrated my brush right here. So I'm trying to hit pan on this bronzer. That'll be my goal. So I'm going to keep track of both of these. So this is my second face palette, I guess. Blush, bronzer, and highlighter. And then this one right here. So this is my 1 and my 2. And I'll keep track of everything until the finale, which should be early December. I don't know. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to skip November's update and just do the finale in December, because I want to finish all of my project pans before Christmas. And this one, I might be able to still do it. I might still be able to do it, so long as it might be a few days early, my finale. I think that's what I'll decide to do. So That's it, you guys. Thank you for coming along another year. I can't believe the year is almost over, you guys. We're already in mid-October. Wow, it's ridiculous. Okay, you guys, I'm done. I'm done reminiscing. That's it. That's all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then,